Dear students, in previous video, we have discussed about physical layer and data link layer of OSI model. In this video, we are going to continue the remaining layers of OSI model. So in this video, we are going to continue OSI model from network layers. So you should know about the roles and responsibilities of middle and upper layers. Already we have discussed about the lower layers. In this lecture, you can understand the roles and responsibilities of middle and upper layers of OSI model. So in network layer, this is the network layer. So what network layer? A top of the network layer is transport layer and bottom of the network layer is data link layer. Okay. So here the information will deliver to the data link layer, getting the information from transport layer. So transport layer will send the information as datagrams. Okay. So what it will be used? Data unit in the transport layer is datagrams. Okay. But here, what data unit we are used? Packet. In network layer, packet. So what is the primary duty of network layer? It's taking the datagram from the transport layer and it will be converted to the packet. The packet will be transmitted to the data link layer. Okay. The primary duty of network layer is packetization. Okay, packetization means getting the information or message or datagrams from transport layer that will be converted into the packet. The packet will be sent to the data link layer. Okay, the responsibilities of network layer is logical addressing and routing. What is logical addressing and routing? So in data link layer, we are used physical address. In data link layer, we are used physical address. What is physical address? So whenever our device wants to connect to internet, we need the internet card. Okay, that card has some address. That address will be printed by the manufacturer. It is permanent. Okay, so it will be represented in the binary format. It is permanent address. So this address is used in data link layer. Okay, so data link layer we are using physical addressing. So that is permanent address that is printed by the manufacturer of internet card. Okay, but what is logical address? When the device is connected to the internet, we need some address. That address is logical address. So normally we can say that logical address or IP address. Okay, logical address or IP address. So what is IP address? Internet protocol address. Okay, so whenever we are using internet, the internet protocol address will be used in the network layer. That is logical addressing. So assigning the address by the administrator for the system, then only the system will connect it to the internet. That is logical addressing. What is routing? So here, so in the previous data link layer, I said hop to hop delivery. Okay, one hop is there means it will have the responsibility to deliver the information up to this point only. So another data link layer for here. So that data link layer is responsible for up to this point. So finally, it is reached the destination. This process will be happen in the data link layer. Okay, but network layer, it's a full responsibility to take from source to destination. Okay, so here also the information will go. It is reached properly or not, that will be identified. Then it will go again. It will check. Here also it is reached or not. Then finally it is reached this destination. So how it will be happen? Using the IP addressing system. Okay. So here one IP address is there. Here one IP address is there. Till reach to the particular IP address, the message will be transmitted in the network layer. That message means packet. Okay. So in network layer, what data unit we are used? Packet. So this is the primary role of data link layer. Sorry, network layer. So what is the network layer responsibility? The network layer is responsible for the delivery of individual packets from the source to destination. Again, I am saying, okay. So here source to destination, you have to remind it. It is not hop to hop delivery. Source to destination delivery. Okay. So here in between, whatever it may be there, it will go up to reach the destination. It's have the responsibility. Okay. The individual packets will reach the destination or not. It will be verified by the network layer. Clear? So this is the diagrammatic representation for source to destination delivery. So in the previous diagram also I told, here this is the source. You can consider this the source address. Okay. So this is the destination. You think like that. This is the destination. How the packet is transmitted. You see here, in data link layer, only responsible for from source A to B, then B to E, then E to F. Okay, this is hop to hop delivery done by data link layer. But in the network layer, it will reach to up to destination. Okay, so you see the arrow mark. In the previous diagram, the arrow mark will up to this point. Okay, so this will be over up to reaching this point. Okay, after that it is not considered. This link only for delivered. That is the hop to hop delivery. In source to destination delivery, it will reach to up to destination. Okay, so this is source to destination delivery. Which address we are using in the network layer? IP address or logical address. It is temporary address. Whenever the device wants to connect to the internet, that time the address will be assigned to the particular system. Example, if you have the mobile phone, when you are switch on the internet, then only the IP address will be allocated temporarily. When you are switch off the mobile phone, the IP address will be cleared or it will be assigned to somebody. Okay, so that will be done in the network layer. So next we are going to discuss about transport layer. What is the top layer of transport layer? Top layer is session layer, bottom layer is network layer. So what is the data unit used in the transport layer? That is segments. Okay, segments means messages. So these segments, so it is getting the information or message from the session layer that will be converted into the segments. The segments will be forwarded to network layer. Okay, so that is segmentation. So what is the primary role of data link? Transport layer is segmentation. So it have to split the message into segments. Finally, in the receiver side, it will be reassemble it. So segmentation and reassembly is the primary role of transport layer. So transport layer is the main responsible is process to process communication. Don't forget it. Okay, so the transport layer is communicate with process to process. Okay, so data link layer is responsible for hop to hop delivery. Network layer is responsible for source to destination delivery. But transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery. What is process to process delivery? In my phone, I am using WhatsApp. I will send message to you. So your phone, you are using WhatsApp. So both application, okay, so if you are not opening WhatsApp, what will be happen? You don't know you are received message or not. So the message will be delivered to the particular process. Okay. So which process is working in the receiver side. So it will reach WhatsApp to WhatsApp or Gmail to Gmail like that. This is the responsibility of transport layer. Okay. So next one is service point addressing. What is service point addressing? So service point addressing means, so we know that in our computers often run several programs at the same time. Okay. So we are using Gmail, we are using WhatsApp, we are playing games like that. Many applications we are using. For this reason, source to destination delivery means delivery not only from to the computer. Okay. So one computer to next computer, but also from a specific process. Which process? WhatsApp to WhatsApp, Gmail to Gmail. I told no, same like that. So for that, we need transport layer header must therefore include a type of address called service point address. That is port address. Okay. So that we will discuss in fourth unit. Just remember port address. Port address means service point address. In physical layer, what address we are using? Physical or data link layer. Physical address we are using MAC address, medium access control address. Okay, that is permanent address. It is printed by the manufacturer. In network layer, IP address or logical address. It is temporary address assigned by the administrator. So now port address, it is the service point address. It is for application address. Okay. So this port address, the network layer gets each packet to the correct computer. The transport layer gets the entire message to the correct process on this computer. Okay. So this computer is there. This the receiver is there. So sender is sending the message and receiver is receiving the message. It is done by the network layer. But particular process in this device WhatsApp, in this device WhatsApp, it will be connected. That is for service point addressing. So next one is the connection control. What is the connection control? So in case connection control maybe in transport layer can be either connectionless or connection oriented is there. So connectionless transport layer treats as each segment as independent packet and deliver it to the transport layer at the destination machine. In connection oriented transport layer, what will be happen? The layer makes a connection with the transport layer at the destination machine first before delivering the packets. Okay, so you just see there. So this is a network. Okay, so some intermediators are there. So this connection oriented means what will be happen? This machine, the machine 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So 1 wants to send the message to 3. What will be happen? In connection oriented means first establish the connection to the particular device, then it will forward the packets. That is connection less. Okay, connection. This is connection oriented. Sorry, connection less means it will send the packet to the neighbors. Okay, there is no connection establishment between the source and destination. So first packet may be transferred to 4, second packet may be transferred to 2, then then 4. The first packet reached to 3 via 4, and second packet reached to 3 via 2. Like that, third packet may be in other way, like that. So this is considered as the connection less transmissions. Okay. So here flow control and error control. It is similar like data link layer. The data is reached to destination properly or not. The flow is correct or not. How much speed it is transmitted. Everything will be controlled by. It is similar like data link layer. So data link layer is done by hop to hop. Okay. Only it will ensure the data delivered to the next hop. But in transport layer, what is the responsibility? Process to process. It will reach to the destination as well as the particular process. Okay, so that will be checked. How the control by the transport layer. Error control means whatever data we are sending, the same data reached to there or not. That will be verified. Okay, so it's similar like the data link layer. Okay, so transport layer is responsible for the delivery of a message from one process to another. Okay, so here this diagram clearly represents that how the data is transmitted. Okay, so network layer, source to destination delivery. Okay, but in transport layer, process to process delivery. So process 1, process 2, process 3. Okay, so process 1, process 2, process 3. Same like that, 1, 2, 3. So the second process data will be transmitted to second process. So this is the process to process delivery. So next layer is the session layer. The session layer is responsible for dialogue control and synchronization. Okay. So what is dialogue control? What is synchronization? What is dialogue control? Dialogue control means allow two systems to enter into the dialogue. Okay. Whenever they want to communicate, it is allowed to enter into the dialogue. It allows to communication between two processes to take place in either half duplex mode or full duplex mode. Okay. So what will be happen? Dialogue control means both process here WhatsApp, both will be allowed to enter into the process. And what is synchronization? Synchronization means so it's have some checkpoints. So if I will send 2000 packets, so every 200 packets the data is reached properly or not. So synchronized. So here this point will be mentioned. Same point it is reached to here or not. So same data is reached or not. So it will be checked in the particular points. That is synchronization. Okay. So transport layer is responsible for dialogue. Session layer is responsible for dialogue control and synchronization. Okay. Don't forget it. The next layer is presentation layer. How data will be presented while transmitting the data. So first one is translation. What is translation? The process. In case running process you consider. Okay. So running process in two systems are usually exchanging information in the form of character strings. Character or strings or numbers, whatever may be. In the format it will be transmitted. But what happened? The information must be changed to bit streams. Okay, so whatever we have typed, the information will be converted to the bit streams, then only it will be forwarded. Okay, so while transmitted the bit streams, what will you have to check? So two computer is there. If they are using two different encoding system, how it will be work for bit streamings? That will be controlled by translation. That's the presentation layer will responsible for that. Encryption. Already we know that what is encryption? To carry sensitive information, a system must be able to ensure privacy. Okay. So no one will open or no one will take the data. So for that we have to do the encryption. Finally, compression. Our compression and encryption is merging the data. Okay. So translation already we have discussed. Okay. So the presentation layer is responsible for translation, compression, and encryption. Translation means bit streams will be converted into the bits. The same will be translated. Compression means it's minimizing the large data, and encryption means changing one format to other format for secrecy or privacy. Okay. So the last layer is application layer. Okay. So you just see that application layer is many applications are used here. Okay. So X.500 file transfer and X.400. Some applications are used by the humans like the user. Okay. So that is the message. So in application layer, we are using data unit is messages. So what are the responsibilities? Network virtual terminals. So network virtual terminal means a network virtual terminal is a software version of the physical terminal. Okay. So it will virtually it is created some terminals, it will be communicated. And file transfer, access and management. So how it is working? The application allows to user to access the files in a remote host. So remote means some device is connected in the network. We can get the data or we can access the data. We can change the data through the remote control. And mail services means normally we know that the email services are there now. So that is one of the application. So like finally directory services. What is directory services? Providing the distributed databases. So the data may be available in central server. We can utilize it like Google. We are searching some information. We are getting information from the Google now. So same like that. This provide the application layer. So now you know that application layer is responsible for providing services to the user. Okay. So don't forget it. We are discussed about all 7 layers with these 2 videos. So now we are revisit the outcome of the these lectures. So end of this lecture, you should know the roles and responsibilities of middle and upper layers of OSI model, as well as you may use it while develop the application for transfer the data. Okay. This is a summary point. Physical layer is responsible for what? Transmit bits over the medium to provide mechanical and electrical specifications. So electromagnetic signal conversion. Data link layer is organizing bits into the frames, provide the hop-to-hop delivery. Network is move packets from source to destination to provide internetworking. Transport layer to provide reliable process-to-process delivery. Okay, and error recovery. Session layer to establish and manage and terminate the sessions. Presentation means translate, encrypt, and compression the data. Finally, application means to allow access to the network, the resources. Okay. So End of this lecture, you know very well, you should illustrate the informations or messages are processed in different levels and how it is transferred from one device to another device. Here's some sample questions I posted for you. First one, differentiate top-down approach, bottom-up approach in the network layers. Bottom-up approach means physical layer, data link layer, network layer, like that up to reach application layer. In top-down means application layer, presentation layer, session layer. Where it will be work from sender side, presentation, that top-down approach will work. In receiver side, bottom-up approach will work. Okay. Mention the data unit used in the physical and data link layer. What are the data units used in the physical layer? Bits. What are the data units used in the data link layer? Frames. Packet is used as data unit in OSI model. Which layer it is used? So which is the data unit as a packet is in network layer? Okay. So what are the protocol used in the transport layer or flow control? So flow control responsibility is transport layer. In transport layer, have some protocols to control the data flow, like simplest protocol, stop and wait protocol, selective repeat protocol. That protocols we will discuss in the second unit. Okay. So any queries is there, you just ask me when we are discussing the class. The next topic is TCP/IP protocol shoot. We will discuss the topic in next video. Thank you very much for listening.